Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome to another rainy day, good for inside projects. So back to the middle part of the sectional, outdoor sectional that I had built. Since it's a rainy day, I'm gonna sand it and stain it today, hopefully. So I got this Craftsman sander. I'm not a big fan of corded tools anymore, so I'll probably buy a new one soon. That's battery operated, hopefully. But I like this one because it comes to a point, which makes it really easy when you're building furniture to get in like the crevices and stuff. And then for the sanding paper, I got these Gator sanders. So the 120 is what I'm going to start off with because it's a little bit rougher and it takes off those splintery edges that you want. And then after I feel like I've gotten through pretty good with that, I'm going to go to the 220 finish and polish it up. This makes it really, really smooth. I used these on the first part of the sectional that I already completed. That's in the backyard. I showed you in one of the videos. And man, this smooth, it's smooth. It's really smooth. No splinters are going to come from these benches. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, don't be like me. When you do stuff like this, you should wear safety goggles and gloves and all the things. I will admit personally, I don't personally like wearing gloves when I'm doing this because I like to feel how smooth it is so I can get it right to where I like it. But you should wear gloves, you should wear goggles. I should start all my DIY videos off with this. Don't come for me if I do something that's not quite right. I'm not an expert on this. I really just wanted to show people that you can do a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily think that you can do, and it could be a lot easier than it seems or that you think it might be. With that being said, if I am doing something and you know that I'm not doing it right or there's a better way to do it, please share. Let's make this like a DIY community and have everybody pitch their inputs and their tactics and their ways of doing things, and together we'll figure it out. All right, so when I'm sanding, I do like the sanding part because it helps you to hide a lot of the imperfections. I have a lot of imperfections on this sectional, so I'm going to try to smooth those out with the sander. But in this day and age, wood is really expensive, so I buy the cheapest wood 2x4s that are in the hardware store. And again, with the sanding, you can really sand out those divots and some of the imperfections in the wood. So it's a good part. It's a little time consuming, but it's good for the finished product. Another important thing after you get finished building the bench, which I don't think I mentioned in the last video, you want to go back with wood filler and fill in the holes where you put the screws. That way when you come back over and sand it again, it'll be a nice smooth finish and it'll just look like one seamless piece versus having all the screw holes from where you tie your furniture together. I like to, in the sanding, so 2x4s and wood have those real sharp edges, and if you have kids, you know, they run into everything. I don't have kids and I know that, so I like it because while you're sanding, you can run the sander along the edge of where the wood comes to a point and smooth it out and round it out so that when they do bump into the furniture, hopefully they don't break any skin and they can get up and continue playing versus having an injury to deal with. So just more tips, especially the corners here. So I'll come back through, I don't think you can see it that far away, but this corner I've rounded pretty well. But I'll come back through and I will take the point completely off. So by the time I get done with it, all of my corners are completely rounded. There's no point at all to them. Alright, we got the top prepared, sanded. I don't really pay too much attention to the seat portion because there's going to be cushions over top of it anyway. But main things I wanted to get off were all the splinters from the wood, just the imperfections of the wood and the wood being cut. And then I'm going to go back, fill any holes that are in the wood, and then we're going to come back and sand it again, but with the 220 or the 2200 polish sand. All right, we're back and it is time to stain. Wish me luck. The first time I did this, it went horribly wrong. And yes, it is to the first part of the couch that, or the sofa that's in the backyard. So hopefully this time I'll do better. Got my stain here. It's stain and the sealant top coat protectant in one. Also the first time I've used the double together, so hopefully that works and that keeps me from needing to stain it and then going over top of it with the top coat to make sure that the stain holds, and you know, somebody puts a cup or something on my outdoor sofa that doesn't ruin the stain. Wear gloves. It's stained for a reason, and so unless you want your hands looking whatever color your stain is for quite some time, gloves are necessary. I'm gonna apply it with a cloth rag, just wipe it on, and then I'm gonna take another clean cloth rag and go behind it a few minutes after I let the stains set for a second to kind of clear up any excess. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm not gonna literally make my editor sit here and watch paint dry. So this is gonna take a couple of coats just because the wood is so light and my stain is so dark that it's gonna take a couple of coats anyway. So I'm gonna cut the video off, but I'll come back and show you what I'm done. But what I'm staining right now, I'm dipping it on the cloth, putting it on the wood in a circular motion just so that it kind of works its way into the wood, and then wiping it along the wood grain so the end result flows with the grain of the wood, and then again going back behind and wiping it with the clean cloth. So I'll probably switch that out here now too. But yeah, stick around for the end result. All right, so we got one coat of stain on. Actually, I like it better than the last stain job that I did, which again, went horribly wrong. I'm coming to find that I am not a very good stainer, but you know, we're learning, right? And each time I'm getting better, so that's all that really matters, right? Keep trying until you get it right, something like that. So I'm gonna let this dry, put another coat of paint on it, or stain on it, and then after I get like the top obvious areas stained, then I'm gonna flip it over and get the underside, make sure I've stained the entire bench so that it is consistent throughout. But I think I'm gonna call it a night for today. So next time you see me, it'll be a different day. But yeah, love you guys. Hope you have a good night, and catch you next time.